Hello and good evening. Welcome to this session by ISACA Muscat chapter. This is an overview. We call it as CISA Unplugged, and we will be walking you through the entire process of what a CISA is all about, how the course is structured, and how you can take the course and it will transform your career the way it transformed many other careers, including mine. So I'll share some of my perspectives as well. We also will talk about how this is not only for people who are already in audit field. So it is about for people who are from various facets of life as well. Not only from the finance background, it could be from an engineering background, it could be from an IT background, or even a legal background for that matter. So we will explain that as well in our session today. So our session is slated to be running for about 45 to 50 minutes, past which we can have a quick Q&A session. Before we commence, I would like everyone to mute yourselves just in the interest of not having any cross feedback or anything. And if you have any other questions in the middle, you can feel free to put it in the chat box. All right, so let's start. So to start things off, I am just going to invite our president of ISACA Muscat chapter, Mr. Mari Ponnaya, who is there with us, who has graced the occasion on this lovely evening, to address you all and just give an overview of what to expect for the evening. So over to you, sir.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. On behalf of ISACA Muscat and the Board of Directors, it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to today's CISA review class open session. As most of you are new to ISACA, I just would like to brief what ISACA is and how the chapter in Muscat is functioning. ISACA was originally founded in 1967. So we are nearly 50 plus years of world, the entire organization. It is originated in the United States by a group of professionals who are mainly focusing on auditing and controls in computer systems. So after 1967, 1969 is the EDP Auditors Association. So the ISACA, after its foundation, it has been named as EDP Auditors Association. That is the first name given to that one. Then by 1994, the EDP Auditors Association, that has been changed into Information Systems Audit and Control Association. That has been there for a long time. So the name Information System Audit and Control Association, we can say that it is the expansion of ISACA with the first letters. So, but by 2008 onwards, it is just called as ISACA. So ISACA means Information System Audit and Control Association, and everybody names and calls it as ISACA. So all over the world, we have our chapters available, that is local chapters, a total of 225 chapters around the world. We can say mostly of 98 countries, ISACA chapter is available. And in Oman, we do have ISACA Muscat chapter. ISACA Muscat chapter is sponsored by the College of Banking and Financial Studies, Bosher, and they are our sponsor. So in the year 2000, it is formed by a team of professionals in Muscat. They have founded this ISACA Muscat chapter. And our chapter has nearly 300 plus members. All our members are in different fields like government, finance, insurance, academics, there is universities and very corporate firms, audit firms, etc. So the area of expertise is that ISACA Muscat chapter takes care of the members' growth in career by helping them achieve ISACA certifications. ISACA certifications are almost always highly paid, valuable certificates worldwide. So it is coming under the top 10 certifications, and CISA is one of the certifications. If you ask the composition of certification for our members, we can say the maximum number of certifications are in CISA, because CISA is the first certification provided by ISACA. So around 122 members are having this CISA certification, Certified Information System Auditor certifications. So there are other certifications like CISM, that is Certified in Information Security Manager, and in Certified the Governance of Enterprise IT, Certified in Risk and Information System Control, and Data Privacy Solutions Engineer, Security Professionals. All this we have. And not to say that ISACA is continuously evolving itself based on the environment and the requirements in the market. So now, by the time CISA was initiated, maybe somewhere around 1969 or 70, there is no or not much about AI. Now AI has come into picture. So ISACA, they revamped their curriculum and made special certifications for AI. In CISA also, you will be having some information about AI. So the certification is continuously evolving and giving the tools and techniques for the users or the certificate holders to put it into their everyday life or career. And to benefit or to facilitate this certification to our members, we are equipped with accredited trainers. So all members like you and me are experienced in the field, hands-on experience in the field, and they come forward and they volunteer themselves to benefit or to train our members like you. So these review classes are one of the highlights of our chapter. Through that, we train our members to get themselves ready for the examinations and get certified. So our chapter benefits or it holds nearly 8 members as the accredited trainers, and we have Mr. Chidambaram as one of the accredited trainer for the CISA review program. Apart from this, I would like to give you a brief about how you can prepare yourself for the examination. Just to inform you that we are thrilled and excited to have you as our participants. You have come forward to excel in your life by taking care of this CISA certification. Certainly, it is a proven track that you have selected it, and we congratulate you on that one. I myself is a CISA certified person, and I find it useful from the time I got this certification until now. And in each and every way I can do and contribute to my profession, I am doing that one. Just like to be with that external auditor who is coming and auditing your organization, you will be the one who will be involving with that audit process, and you will make sure the auditor is happy with the way that you have organized your department with the required activities and controls in place. That I can give you a guarantee that you will be doing once you have done this CISA certification. Be you're a person of audit professional or a person of IT professionals, this CISA certificate bridges this together, and it will give you the flavor to have a certified information system auditor capabilities. The exam is not very hard if you make yourself well planned and put a little bit of discipline into that one. You need to understand the exam structure of the domains and the number of questions. Almost all are objective type. So you don't have to worry about writing a thesis or essay about the CISA certification in theory. But it's objective type. If you can understand the concept, you will very well answer that one. You should have a sort of a smart plan on how you are preparing yourself for the examination. Put aside some time and discipline to that one and stick to that one so that you will not miss it, and you will make it as a practice during your review class sessions itself. Practice with the real questions. Our directors will be helping you out. Mr. Hassan and Mr. Chidambaram are your certification directors. They go all the way out to help you in the maximum possible ways. Apart from the experts who are going to take you the classes or explain you the concepts, Chidambaram and Hassan will be with you all over and help you with model or sample questions, discussions, so that you will make yourself familiar with the concepts. So they will help you with the sample questions, mock exams, and make you very easy to understand the concept and go ahead with that one. And have a mindset that you will put all your efforts and you will get through the examinations. That is going to help you a lot. And use the right resources for this CISA or any certification of ISACA. You will be having the review manual that is provided by the chapter, or not by the chapter, by the ISACA themselves. So you can buy them and you can prepare yourself. That is the material. We can say that in another way, that it is the Quran, it's the Bible, it's the Bhagavad Gita, whatever name you would like to call, that is going to be your main resource to get through the exam. So when the review class starts, you make yourself gone through the session already, and that will make yourself easy to understand the concept discussed during the session. Make the session as easy as possible, as interactive as possible. Ask questions, get clarifications, not only with the tutor. All participants can exchange their views and ideas about the particular concept, because some of you may be from the audit side, some of you may be from the IT side. So the exchanging of views will benefit everyone. With all these small tips, I would like to mention once again that passing CISA is not just about the knowledge, it's about the discipline, it's about the strategy, and it's about the mindset. I'm sure you will all get through with the assistance from our chapter and the assistance from our lovely directors, Mr. Hassan and Mr. Chidambaram, who is always with you with the passion that yourself make you all CISA certified. I wish you all the very best, Hassan, Chidambaram, and all the participants who have joined, to have a wonderful review session and have a benefit of our ISACA Muscat's review classes and get clear with the concepts. I wish you all the best, and I will also be in touch. I'm in your group, and let us all discuss and make this journey of learning about CISA a fruitful and successful one. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really, we just feel like we want to start the class now only. So exciting now already. I have with me my co-colleague or co-director, whichever way you want to call it, is my partner in crime, partner in CISA, Hassan. Hassan, can you come up and say a couple of words to enthrall the audience, and then we'll get started with this session.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. We welcome you all in our orientation session of CISA certification. Our president rightly said about ISACA and CISA. He is the one who motivate me to join CISA review classes, then Muscat chapter and the board. So he already mentioned many of the things regarding CISA certifications, the tips, how to pass the exam, what should be your study plan, discipline. I will request Mr. Chidambaram, to take us forward in detail, inshallah. Thank you so much. Chidambaram, please take the session forward.
Thank you again, Hassan, and all the best to everyone. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's talk about what we do on a daily basis. We know this pattern, right? This is us, all of us. We have all been through this. I have been through this. Okay, life is a blur. We don't have time for anything in life. We just go around, we finish our work, we come back home, we do, our daily routine. That daily routine may be finishing off all our meetings, finishing the office work. We come back home, and you know what we do? We sit in front of the TV. We watch Netflix, we watch games, we want more things. We are glued to our phone. Are we there or not? I am there. My family tells I'm actually obsessed with my phone. You know, that's the way it works. But that's not wrong. I'm not saying it is wrong. What we have done over a period of time is we are stuck in autopilot mode. We are stuck in an endless swiping, scrolling, mails, go to sleep, again, rinse, repeat. This is the way we have been working. What happens to our career? What happens to our dreams? What happened to our aspirations? Do we do that with the same dedication what we use for our phone, right? We are almost obsessed with your phone. You're stuck with your phone. Some people say, I don't even keep the phone down. So, yes, this is the way we have been building our lives. But is it what we really want? No. We are living in what I call the comfort zone. But the comfort zone is a very nice place, very cozy place. It's the status quo. It's not the place where you want to be. It's not the place where the success happens. The success happens when you come out of the comfort zone. When you start thinking about what you really want in life, what you want to achieve. And that is when your growth really starts. Now, I'm going to give you two options. The way I was given these options back in 2010, okay, I was stuck. My career was not going anywhere. I was not getting promoted. I was, feeling lost. Some of you might have been feeling lost as well. You're not alone. It's not the end of the world. But we are here to help you today. Now, I'm giving you two options. On my right hand is the red pill. Okay. On my left hand is the blue pill. The blue pill will be a comfort zone. You can stay where you are. You don't have to do anything extraordinary. Live what you're doing. Rinse, repeat. Ignore changes. Or take the red pill, face the reality, take what we are going to give you, which is going to really transform your career and transform your life, the way it is going to, make an impact in your career. So which one do you want? You can either come up on screen or you can say it in the chat window. I want to hear or see at least comments. Which pill you will take, red or the blue? Come on, don't be shy. Somebody wants the blue pill. Wow. Okay. It's not bad. Okay. So I'm sure most of you are requiring the red pill today, right? So don't worry. The red pill doesn't make you nauseous or obnoxious or anything. It will even change your life. So what I'm trying to give you today is not just about CISA and all these things. I'm going to tell you something where you will change yourself from the status quo, which is your past and which you're living in the past, to a future or a forward plan, which I'm going to give you, which is the change which we are presenting to you. So are you ready? Yes, you are. So the world is changing. We know. And the whole world is now moving towards digital trust. We are talking about reliable controls. We are talking about skilled people who are tech savvy as well, who are in the audit field, who are tech savvy, who are in the IT field, who know how to manage the business and how to manage the audit side. So this is the era of the digital auditor. And if you're coming from a finance background or an audit background, you will know that the world has actually transformed itself. We are now talking about AI. We are talking about ML. We are talking about many things. We are talking, in fact, the tagline of ISACA is digital trust. Okay, so they've embraced the digital trust now. So it's the age of the new age auditors. Now, I want to ask you this question. All of you can answer it in the chat window. This is a question from a real life incident. Okay, this is what we face as CISAs in our life as IT auditors. Okay, the finance department uses an Excel file mailed weekly to consolidate the sales. So what is the biggest risk? Is it file format? Is it version control and tampering? Is it operational audit, or is it nothing at all? A, B, or C, or D? Okay, I see some answers. Interesting. Okay, by process of elimination, I think most of you have either chosen B or C. So let us see A. No, it's not the right answer. It's definitely not this answer. So between B and C, what could be the answer? Yeah, operational audit is not the answer. It is actually version control and tampering. So version control and tampering is the biggest issue which you will face, is the biggest risk. So as an auditor, as a IT person, as even a CISA, okay, you will be faced with these kind of dilemmas in your daily life, in your daily part of your activities, where you will have to worry about the risk, how to mitigate the risk, how to assess the risk, what is the risk analysis and all that. So this is one aspect which CISA is going to teach you. Let's look at another scenario. Okay, now you're the auditor. You have been appointed as the auditor. You have officially, let's say you have passed CISA also. Congratulations. Now the HR system has been migrated to the cloud. I am sure you must have heard about cloud and all that. So what as an auditor would you look at when it comes to assessment of the cloud? Or what may be the risks involved? I mean, just in your own words, simple words, what could be potential risks when somebody is just migrating to the cloud, or what are the factors which you should look at? Okay, data loss, absolutely wonderful. Business continuity, beautiful. Security, wonderful again. Any other guesses? Yeah, so most of you got things right. So risk assessment and approvals is very, very critical, because this is again, your data is going to another place on the cloud. Vendor due diligence has to be done before you actually give it to him. You will have to review his contracts, see SLA, see what are the liabilities, where he is, the data residency and all that stuff. Then backup and disaster recovery. Somebody spoke about backup and disaster recovery in the comments. Data residency, because in some countries your data cannot reside in, has to reside in the same region or in the same country, and all the contract clauses has to be assessed. Many other things will be there, but these are the high end or high level aspects of risk which we are looking at. So I believe people have got the gist of what we are talking about. We are talking about risks. We are talking about controls. That is the language of the auditors. That is the language of the CISA. And from not only an IT point of view, it could be also extrapolated. Some people may be taking other courses in their lives, or they may be considering other certifications. So it will be extrapolated for others. Now, what are auditors auditing in today's world? They are not just auditing checklists anymore. They are looking at AI models. They are looking at blockchain. These are, it's not fad anymore. It's there. People are using cryptocurrency in they're investing in that. People may be looking at algorithmic bias in decision systems. They may be looking at third-party API security, and the world is moving towards this. This is no longer a science fiction anymore. People are actually working on all this. Are we there yet? And that is where CISA comes into the picture. This is where CISA is actually going to help you prepare for that, to be that person, to be that new age auditor, to be the digital next era auditor, which we were talking about all this time. Okay. So I'm going to give you, I'm not going to leave you with a lot of things. I'm just going to give you 3 reasons why you have to invest in CISA certification. Okay. First is anybody can become a CISA. As Mr. Mari was rightly saying, CISA is not a tough exam. Anybody can pass it. People from science background have passed it. People from other backgrounds have passed it. Why? Because it is just talking about business, curiosity, logic, and how things should be. I mean, it's about equity, fairness, having an independent view and assurance about things. So people who are from finance background and accounting background, yes, this is for you, because you will be facing this in your daily life. If you are from a business and a law background, this is the certification for you. Again, if you are from an IT and systems engineering background, absolutely, this is going to add further value to your career. How is it going to add value to your career? It's going to give you that personal growth. It's going to give you that credibility. It's going to give you global opportunities. Second reason, CISA, for those who are interested in taking up the CIA Certified Internal Auditor certification, it is just one exam more. Instead of writing 3 exams in CIA Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, you just have to write one extra exam, which is a challenge exam, and immediately you get both. So it's a power of, you are multiplying your certifications immediately by 2. And a lot of similarities are there in CIA and CISA. In fact, you will get some added benefits of knowing by studying for CISA. Half the times you already have studied for CIA as well. So you're already halfway there. And the third, but not the least, the world is moving towards AI. AI is no longer the buzzword. It is part of our lives. Knowing this, ISACA has recently launched the world's first ever AI audit certification, which is just about 2 months before it has been launched. So the minute you finish a CISA, you are immediately eligible to take up this certification as well, and you can become an AI auditor in the world. One of the very few people in the world who are actually AI equipped to audit the AI, right? Okay. You said those three, and I'm giving you three more, okay? This is the global gold standard in IT audit. There is no other certification in the world in IT audit other than CISA. Okay, you can advance your career. People are looking at options. Many opportunities will come your way because you will become a subject matter expert in the way you are in terms of governance, risk, control, IT. You don't have to go deep into IT knowledge, but it will actually help you to get better at IT also. So security, cyber security, it opens up a new avenue altogether for you to venture into multiple streams. It will boost your credibility because this is valid across the globe. Whether you take it in Oman, you take it in India, you take it in whichever country you are taking it in, the ISACA is there in more than 200 plus countries. So it is always valid across the world as long as you have the CISA certification and it is valid. So what stops you from doing this? Is there any reason for you to stop doing this, taking up this? Not at all. Okay. Just to give an overview of, as Mr. Mani said, ISACA is a US-based organization founded in the year 1969. It is there in more than 200 plus chapters across the world, 188 countries. ISACA Muscat chapter specifically was founded in the year 2000. So we are celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. So this is one of those things which we give back to the community. We are, introducing a lot of initiatives as well. So this will be one of those initiatives. We are giving extensive exam training, more than 30 hours of training, at a very heavily subsidized rate, which you will not find most parts of the world. Now, these sessions will be taken on weekends. I'll give you more details. So it will be at online sessions only. So you can always join up. You can sign up for this, and I believe that having come all the way, you are convinced now that you should take up this certification as a career goal or a movement towards some, growth that you are looking at in your career, which probably that is what you're looking at. So now, who is a CISA? What does a CISA make you? You will become the champion of compliance. I mean, of course, that is not what CISA stands for. CISA stands for Certified Information Systems Auditor. But, in a lighter vein, C stands for champion of compliance. I stands for investigator of IT risks. S stands for the shield of security, because security is your backbone. And ultimately, you are the architect of assurance as well, because without assurance, all your stakeholders, all your board of directors, all the audit committee and all, they need that assurance to go forward to ensure that, things are on board, right? Now, what goes into making of a CISA, or what goes into the CISA certification syllabus as such? So we have 5 domains. Domain 1 is about 18% of the syllabus. Domain 2 is 18% again. Domain 3 is 12%. Domain 4 and 5 are 26% apiece. The domain 1 talks about purely auditing. From what is auditing, how is an auditing, how is auditing done, what are the steps involved, what is independence of an auditor, what is IS audit as such, what does an IS auditor do, what is his role and responsibility in the organization, what are his commitments, what is he adding value for, all that stuff will be explained in the first domain. Second domain talks purely about IT, the governance and management of IT, where it talks about business goals, it talks about alignment with business objectives, it talks about what IT systems are, what IT departments do, what are the roles and responsibilities of the IT department, who are there in the department, what is the governance model of the department, to whom do they report, what are their deliverables and all that stuff. Domain 3 is all about development, You will talk about SDLC, which from the IT background, people who are there, software or systems development lifecycle. You will acquire, you will develop, you will implement various systems. What are the things or controls or risks which are involved in that? And how it is usually done. See, it gives, even if you are coming from an accounting background, if you don't have the IT knowledge, this will actually give you that base IT knowledge, because it talks about right from the day the IT department comes into the picture, how it is formed, who are the people, what do they do, what are the daily activities. And then domain 4 and 5 talk very specifically about controls, systems, security, continuity of operations, maintenance of business systems, business resilience like BCP, DRP, and all that stuff. And finally, the crux of the matter is what we do on a daily basis is what ultimately we are protecting the assets of the company. How do we protect those assets? What are those controls which you keep? Preventive control, detective control, corrective control, and so on. Many other controls. So largely, this is the gamut of the CISA domains as such. Now, how is this CISA exam? How does it work? So you have to write the CISA exam. There will be 150 multiple choice questions. There are no other types of questions. See, some exams have multiple different level of questions. This will have only one level of question. All will be multiple choice. 150 questions will be there. One question followed by 4 possible answers, one of which will be correct. Sometimes it will be straightforward questions. Sometimes it will be the best, or you have to choose the most, or the greatest, or the least, or some. It will be question specific. These 150 questions have to be answered in 4 hours, which is about 240 minutes. And the passing score is a graded or a scaled score of 450 out of 800. So roughly, if you can take it, 65% you should get right. But doesn't mean that only it's exactly 65%. But sometimes, because it's a graded scale and there is no actual, there is a graded scale for each level of question based on the toughness of the question. So it depends. So approximately 65% is what you have to get. And when you ask about the exam fee is, if you are an ISACA member, which ideally it should be, because you get a lot of benefits, including discounts from ISACA for the exam fees, for the book, for many other things. So if you are a member, it is $575. If you are a non-member, and which suppose you want to take a membership, which ideally I would recommend that you take a membership. If you are not a member as of now, you can still go for it at $760. Okay. And for more details, you can go to isaca.org. There are multiple certifications given by ISACA, including CISA series, CSAM, CGIT, CDPSC, which is for data professionals. You have other certifications as well, including the one which I told you, AI certification and so on. So this is how it works. Now, when it comes to membership, you have to become a global member. That's for sure. There is no question about that. But you also have the option to sign up with a local chapter. Like, for example, ISACA Muscat chapter, which will have a small fee for the chapter fees. So $145 is what the professional membership will be all about. And $40 is the chapter fee for ISACA Muscat chapter specifically. Okay, so this is an overview of what ISACA is all about, what the CISA is all about, and all that. Now I am going to divulge you into a video. I'm going to immerse you into a video, which I want you to enjoy the video, and then we'll come back and talk. Okay. So here we go. That's how it is, right? It's a scary world out there, but if you embrace this, if you move towards growth and not get stuck in the status quo, you can also become the superhero which you always have dreamt about. The organization requires you to become that person. It may not be your current profile, it may be a future calling. This is the skill which you will get to move towards understanding risks, controls. That will become your language. Even if you are not an auditor, you can become one. So if you are an auditor already, or you are moving towards becoming an auditor, my request to you is become a CISA, because it makes you become a wholesome person, which you will get the flavor of not only your audit, internal audit power, as well as your finance background. If you are from finance, if you are from IT background, you can combine this and you can concoct that into the person the world is expecting. All right. So now we are going to help you to build something that nobody can take from you. And what is that nobody can take from you is your skills, your knowledge, your power, the way you want things to be. Let CISA become the thing that you are looking for. Are you ready? Let's hear you. Are you ready? Do you think you can do this? Do you want to do this rather? Are you ready for doing this? Yes, I want to hear more. Yes, yes. Say that to yourself in a loud way. You don't have to say it on the audio, but say it as, yes, I want to become somebody. I want to become the person who I was destined to become. I want to become that particular person which I am ready to become, which it is going to empower you with that power. It is going to empower you with that particular badge, which is going to give you that power. It is going to give you those skills, right? Now, how do we join these classes? These classes will be done live online. This will happen on Saturdays, morning 9 a.m. to 12 noon, which is Gulf time. If you are from India, it will be, you can just extrapolate the time in your time zone. We will be having expert instructors who are all APMG, meaning accredited trainers directly from the corporate. I am one of them. I'm proud to be one of them, and there are others also in this call. We have as many as 8 people. Course material will be given to you, which is going to really help you move towards those, achieving your goal of becoming a CISA. There will be interactive training, because anyway, in a live environment, you will always have those chances to have the question answer immediately. You will have an exclusive WhatsApp group. You will have questions answered immediately, or probably even connecting with your friends, as Mr. Mari Ponea said some time back. You will have people from all walks of life. So you will always have those people from having experience in IT, people have experience in audit, people have experience in finance. You will have the best of both, and then all worlds you can combine and then learn even more. We will also help you with mock tests. And what is the fees for these classes? If you are an ISACA member, it will be 40 Real, which is 40 OMR. You will have to convert it to your currency, but we will have to see how it goes. If you are joining us from somewhere else, we'll have to figure out that. For non-members of ISACA Muscat chapter, it will be 60 Reals. So we spoke about in Real Omani. So if you're interested, this is the place to sign up. Either you can register in that link, or you can just simply scan the QR code and it will take you to the registration page and you can immediately sign up. Signing up is very easy. It is as simple as 1, 2, 3. You just have to register, you pay the fee, you show us the proof of receipt, and immediately we'll start. Our classes are commencing on 30th of August. Okay, so CISA classes are commencing on 30th of August. So that is the brief overview of CISA that I have had today. I will open up the call for any questions, any comments, any feedback that you want to give, Anything at all that you may want to ask, please go ahead. You can either ask it in the chat window or you can come up on the audio and then request us or ask us.
Sir, hello. Am I audible?
Yes, please. Hi.
Sir, from where can we give this exam from our home, or we need to travel to some authorized examination center?
See, when it comes to giving the exam, there are authorized centers also across the world. Okay. So, which part of the world are you from? May I ask?
So I hail from India.
Oh, yeah, there will be authorized centers in India. There you can go there directly also, or you can take it online also, as well at the comfort of your own home or office. But there are a lot of restrictions and requirements which are there, prerequisites which are there. You should be alone in the room. It should be locked. Certain Wi-Fi connection speed has to be there. They will not allow you to do on mobile data. So many other restrictions are there. You should not have the clean desk policy. You should not have anything on the desk. Many other restrictions are there. So I would advise, if they're given a chance between going to a center and going and doing it home or office environment, I would say go to the test center. There are test centers across the world. In your own city, it will be there.
How to search it, whether it is in my city or not? Any specific website or something?
You can go to the once you book when you're booking the exam, it will ask you to where you want to take the exam at. So when you select your city, it will tell you which are the locations or which are the centers which are there in your city. That will come only when you register for the exam.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, most welcome. Okay, as far as there's one more question in the chat. Is there any experience requirement after passing the exam to get the CISA certificate? Yes, you need to have 5 years of either IT audit experience, or you can compensate that with various other parameters. Like that is all mentioned there in the ISACA website as well. If you want, I can share with you the full list of requirements separately on a different. You can probably SMS me or connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll connect with you all the details. So you need to basically have 5 years of experience. If you already have that, they well and good. If you are not having that and you're taking the exam, you can always do it after you finish pass the exam as well. You still have the 5-year window. And there are a lot of exemptions as well. If you are having an auditing background, you can compensate that for certain number of years and so on. That is already mentioned in the isaca.org. If you want specific details, I can share with you offline. Any other questions? See, how much can the question answer database help you to prepare for the exam? A lot. Okay. 2 resources are very critical. One is what we call as the CRM, which is the CISA review manual. The second is the question answer database, which as a book you can buy, or you can order it online also, because the cost of shipping it to your house or your address will be very expensive, because it's coming all the way from the US. So that is always there. But then, yes, it will help a lot. But what we would always advise is, if you have the knowledge already, if you feel you are ready, you can just take the exam by preparing with the QAE and the review manual. However, what I would advise from my personal experience is, if you get an opportunity to get a live session or a live class, please do join that, because that will really help to address a lot of gaps or understanding issues or concepts, which will always be useful in your preparation. I hope that answered the question. Feel free to use this as a forum for asking more questions, because the more informed you are, the better you will definitely have better chance of you qualifying, taking up the session. And then see, even if you are not taking classes, even if you are not willing to do that, I would sincerely advise you to start preparing by reading the book Okay. Coordinate with people who are also preparing along with you. Make a study group. You can form a WhatsApp group. You can form a study group, whichever the way you like. It can be colleagues. It can be friends. It can be strangers. You can find them on the LinkedIn or you can connect with them. That's always there. CPE hours, as far as CPE hours are concerned, every year minimum of 40 hours are required for CPE. But you can always join CPE through various methods. One is you can read the manual, you can answer a few questions, you can attend CPE seminars, webinars, sessions across the world. You can join from anywhere if it is online, and you will get credit for that. But you need to have an active membership to get the CPE credit and keep it active. You need to have the first membership, and number two, the certification. And there are cross certification CPEs as well. Say, for example, if you take valid CPEs from other organizations which are affiliated or related to CPE, it's a CISA, you can always go and take that. Venkatesh, to answer the questions, it's a completely different ball game altogether. It's a very nice question to ask. It is the biggest challenge when it comes to the CISA exam, but then that's a different topic altogether. Probably we'll consider it as a separate session by itself, and then we will have a session where we'll explain. But what I would always say is the question will have 4 options, out of which 2 will be always wrong. There will be distractors. There will be completely wrong answers. So eliminate those 2. So you are left with only 2 more. So it is between X or Y. So out of that, you have to think like an auditor. See, CISA expects you to become an auditor. It is going to help you to become an IT auditor. Auditor is nothing. Anybody can become an auditor as long as they have a level of curiosity and they apply logic and they are aligned to business. These are the only 3 things. So when it comes to assigning option to a question, always think about what could be the most impactful from an organization standpoint, from an auditor standpoint. So think like an auditor, you will be able to crack most of the answers. Happy to help. See, preparation for an exam, for the CISA exam, it varies from person to person. As you rightly said, who is completely new. I personally would say if you are taking a professional class or a review course or a support in terms of that, it will take anything from 3 to 6 months. 6 months is what you should aim for, but you should finish the course in 3 months and try to revise or do the hard preparation for the next couple of months. So 6 months is how I would advise you to take this. It's not a long term. At the same time, you can take it month on month. You can see how much you progressed. After every month, you can check your progress and then decide. But always from my personal experience, book the exam date first. You decide that 6 months later, I will take the exam. And then work backwards. Because that is the only way where you will keep motivating yourself. Because nobody on earth can motivate you other than yourself. Right? I can tell you 100 things. I can post on my LinkedIn profile. We can, ISACA Muscat chapter is always there to inspire you and all that. So there's always there. Next question. Does a related experience mandatory or for the passing or just passing the exam? Experience will actually help, because if you are already thinking like an auditor, it will really help. But suppose you don't have it. CISA is an entry-level certification. It's not a high-end certification. So you can still pass the exam. I started CISA when I was not an auditor. Okay, I was working in accounts. So it didn't stop me from taking the CISA certification back in 2010. I'm sure many others, for example, Mr. Mani also will share his own experiences. Many other people who have passed the CISA certification will tell you that it is not about what your background is. It's what your attitude towards learning is. If you are willing to learn, CISA is easy for you, no matter where you are coming from. And as Mr. Ajit is saying, if you have audit experience, it will be really easy to pass the exam for sure. But it is not a prerequisite. I'm saying even if you don't have an audit background, it doesn't stop you from becoming a CISA. Any further questions? Anybody wants to share anything? If they want to share anything right now, they can go on. Okay, somebody's asked another question. With the rise of AI and automation, to what extent do you think IT auditors or any auditors for that matter will never be replaced? Okay, that much is for sure. The guy who will be replaced is the guy who doesn't cope up with these kind of new technologies, who doesn't understand, who is not curious, who is not learning. CISA, for that matter, actually already includes the basics of AI and ML. And to know it further, the guy who has passed CISA, as I told you, can take up this new certification called AAIA, which is Advanced AI Auditor. So the guy who is going to take that also, the person who is going to become an AI auditor, is already going to become equipped. So CISA is gearing you up for that. It's like it's building the foundation for you to know what systems are, what IT security is all about. And then immediately you can take up the AI certification and become an AI auditor as well. So it is equipping you with the next generation setup. In fact, I use a lot of AI tools in my daily work. It doesn't stop me from using AI. No, I am using it from a user point of view. Next, I will use it from an auditor point of view as well. I will use it for making audit reports. I will use it for building new tools. So technology aspects will be learned. New concepts can be learned. Leverage the power of AI and the new technologies which are available at your fingertips. See, back in the day when I was studying, and probably others who are there who have passed this CISA and other exams, there was no luxury of such beautiful tools. Now you have everything. Leverage that. Learn more. Be more curious. Life is a learning tool every day. If the more the curious you are, the better you will, withstand all this. AI is not going to be in your way. AI will be with you all the way. Okay, before we conclude, I would like to call upon Hassan and Mr. Mari to give the closing remarks before we wind up. Sir, if you are there. Mr. Ajit, you would like to say a few words to our audience?
Hi, Chidambaram. I'm okay, but you have a schedule where my talk was not included. So I'm afraid I may be eating up space allocated to Mari or Hassan or someone.
Just a quick few of words of encouragement from you, because as a person who has also taken the course, probably you can give a few tips.
Yeah. Just I will, with everybody's permission, I'll take a few minutes, not more than that. Salam alaikum and good evening to all of you. I have been associated, even now also associated, but not physically, with the chapter a long time. And I am happy that I could achieve my certification through Muscat chapter. I was in Muscat for a long time, so that's the reason I was associated. And ever since I started joining ISACA chapter, I could it benefited me a lot in terms of knowledge, in terms of networking, in certifications. A lot it helped. I think most of you are new to ISACA chapter in Muscat. Guys, I'm telling you, it's a wonderful opportunity. I have many more experiences to tell with you all, but I don't want to explain all those things by the fear of taking time. But in short, I can tell you, CISA is a wonderful certification. It will definitely help you, whichever industry you are, whichever area of IT or audit if you are into. Definitely, it will help you. You may be an auditor or may not, or maybe a risk manager, or if you are a IT manager or IT professional programmer, whatever. This will definitely help you in securing your organization and in advancing your career altogether. I'm based in Ireland right now. Though I earned my certification back years ago, still it is valid. I can say in every day in my routine life, at least once I would be thinking of what I learned in CISA. It is that important. And from the chapter side, these people are doing a wonderful job. Chidambaram explained the cost of CISA certification, and this will be the cheapest in the world. And you get best of best certification. Best of certification at a very minimal charges. And people like Chidambaram and the chapter, Hassan, everybody is there to help you. You just join the classes and plan for give a commitment of like Chidambaram was telling 6 months. Do that, you are done with the CISA. I don't have any more words to tell, but folks, utilize this best of best opportunity, and it will be a game changer throughout your life. In your professional life. Thank you. All the best to Chidambaram and all the folks who are going to join the classes. Thank you. Over to you, Chidambaram.
Thank you so much, sir. He is our immediate past president, and also he's one of our certified trainers, accredited trainers for CISA. So you will be hearing from him as well. Welcome back, Mr. Mari. So close the session. Thank you everyone once again for spending your evening with us. I hope really this helped you to identify whether CISA is the right thing for you. And I hope you will actually take up CISA, because as I told you, it is going to be one certification which will transform. It will be a game changer. Even after years, you will feel like you have learned, and it is going to stay with you for the rest of your life. So I wish you all the best. We are always there available. Me and Hassan are always available either online or through LinkedIn or any other means that you will we want to reach out to us. You always can reach out to us for any doubts or anything, or how to sign up for the classes. The links was already there. And that's it from my side. Sir, last few words to close the session.
Thank you very much for the wonderful session, and I'm very happy to see Ajit being with us. Thank you, Ajit. And I wish to have a very best of luck and the great joy of enjoyment and the CISA classes experience that is going to help you all over the career. We appreciate your vision of thinking about CISA and taking up the examinations. Your decision is very good and rightly and timely taken up a decision. We are not late, though the certification is the first session of CISA, not late, because the certification comes with the latest additions as per the session and the market requirement. So everything is new. Whatever you are going to learn is the latest thing. What we study during our CISA time is different than what you are going to study now. So there is a lot of difference. So don't think that you are late. You are in the right time. I take up this examination and you will see yourself how this transforms your career. We wish you all the very best. Our team is always accessible to you. Mr. Chidambaram and Mr. Hassan or anybody in the chapter, if you know, you can communicate. We will be at your service to assist you get through the examinations. Ajit, one of our long-time trainer, accredited trainer, he has got a lot of experience. He is not in Ireland now, but still has the passion with our chapter and the members' benefit and their career improvement. So all our members, all our board of directors of this type, they are ready to help you, to see you excel in your career. I wish you all the very best, and thank you, Hassan and Chidambaram, for organizing this wonderful session, and best of luck. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of the evening, and wish to see you all in the CISA classes very soon. All the very best. Bye.